Hi, I'm Gabby,
And I'm Jessica.
and we're gonna go over a culturally and linguistically appropriate game that we've come up with for toddlers who are bilingual and trilingual.
So, the game that we've chosen, or the activity that we've chosen, is I Spy, and it takes place during bath time. And this is really easy to incorporate into the day because it's something that most children are getting most daily, and it doesn't really require many materials, just a few waterproof bath toys to be placed into the bathtub. And the objective of this activity is to increase awareness and use of English words by naming various bath objects such as animals or shapes or people, all in English. And after practicing this activity more regularly, the parent should see an improvement in their child's language acquisition and use of vocabulary. And this should only take about 10 to 15 minutes, so it shouldn't take up too much of a parent's day, and it's also nice because they can be expanding on this language with their child.
So we've broken this activity up into three tiers that increase in difficulty, and we're gonna briefly go over those three tiers. So to start off, if the child is unfamiliar with the game of I Spy, parent 1 and parent 2 can model it in front of the child just so he or she gets an understanding of the goal. So that would go like this. I'm parent 1.
And I'll play the part of parent 2.
And I could say, I spy an apple.
Here's the apple.
Thank you. So the child gets the point of the game. So in tier 1, you're identifying objects in a really simple way. Like, you're going to say exactly what the object is. Like, I spy an apple, I spy a banana. And you can start with a dominant language and see how the child responds, and then transition to English if appropriate.
So for the second tier is just a little bit more difficult for the child because you're going to be using a descriptor to describe the object instead of saying the object exactly what it is. So I'll play the part of the parent this time, and then Gabby will play the part of the child. And so I might initially say, I spy something that is yellow.
Banana?
Good job. You found a yellow banana. And if this is proving a little bit difficult for the child to understand because it all is in English, you can start with the dominant language. For example, maybe it's Spanish. Ask the child in Spanish to find that particular object with the descriptor, and then have the child reply in Spanish, but then ask them to translate it by giving them an example of how to say it in English.
And then tier 3 just, again, increases in difficulty of description. So you could say, I'll be parent 1 and Jessica can be the child. I spy something that's crunchy.
I found an apple.
Yeah, a crunchy apple. And again, you can start in the dominant language and then see how the child responds. And the goal for this particular activity is to help the child develop language acquisition in English.
Yeah, and then if you're finding that your child is just not engaging or doesn't seem as motivated to participate, another helpful tip is to have the child take the lead of the game once they understand how to play I Spy. So the child would be playing more of the role of the I Spyer, who is actually looking for the object first, and then the parent is going to be the finder or the guesser to guess the item that the child initially was looking at. And that's our activity.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.